In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled in Brown v. Board of Education that segregation in schools was unconstitutional. But in the South, change didn't come easily. One of the biggest tests of this ruling came in 1957 in Little Rock, Arkansas, where 9 black students, known as the Little Rock Nine, attempted to enroll at Central High School. Their struggle revealed the deep resistance to desegregation and forced the federal government to take action. Arkansas was no exception to the South's defiance. The Little Rock School Board agreed to a gradual desegregation plan, but local white opposition grew quickly. As the first day of school approached, tensions reached a breaking point. On the 4th of September 1957, the 9 students arrived at Central High expecting to attend their first day, but instead they were met by an angry mob of white protesters, some holding racist signs, others shouting abuse. Adding to the chaos, Arkansas Governor Orval Faubus ordered the state's National Guard to block them from entering the school, claiming it was to prevent violence. For 3 weeks, the Little Rock Nine were locked out of school. Across the country, people watched the crisis unfold on their televisions. Images of screaming mobs and terrified students shocked the nation. President Dwight Eisenhower had no choice but to act. On 24th September, he sent federal troops from the 101st Airborne Division to escort the students into the school and ensure their safety. Even with soldiers protecting them, the 9 faced relentless abuse inside the school. White students insulted them, spat at them, and even attacked them. Some teachers refused to teach them fairly. One student, Minnie Jean Brown, was expelled after she retaliated against a white student who had bullied her for months. The crisis in Little Rock didn't end there. In response to federal intervention, Governor Faubus shut down all public high schools in Little Rock for the entire 1958-59 school year, rather than allow integration. This became known as the Lost Year, leaving hundreds of students, both black and white, without an education. The events in Little Rock had far-reaching consequences. It proved that legal rulings alone were not enough. Desegregation would require federal enforcement. It was also the first time a U.S. president had sent troops to protect civil rights. The bravery of the Little Rock Nine became a symbol of the struggle for racial equality, inspiring future protests and legal battles. Little Rock showed the world the deep racism within the United States. At the height of the Cold War, the Soviet Union used these events as propaganda, highlighting America's hypocrisy and calling itself a land of freedom while denying basic rights to black citizens. Despite the hatred they faced, the Little Rock Nine's courage forced America to confront its racial divisions. Their story remains one of the most powerful moments in the fight for civil rights.